Purnamaste, Purnamaste, and welcome to the art of the word that I am from the heart, please. Welcome to the brave new world. Yes, there is a virus, but they are not telling you the truth. And what is happening now on earth is high-level black sorcery. Social, psychological, spiritual engineering of human being with fear. You may ask yourself, why are my rights being taken away? Why are my freedoms being taken away? Literally, if you are living in a city, your basic, most human right to breathe fresh air deeply on the open is taken away. And you can see if you are living here in the village, you see this black sorcery in action. Because if you are living in New York, Los Angeles, or wherever is the crowd, you can compromise. Okay, we need masks outside. There's always crowd everywhere. But here, literally, now when it's winter, and now in the quarantine, like everybody walking once, 15 minutes, half an hour, everybody is walking. Somebody is walking. And I saw a child yesterday. I saw a child yesterday walking on the empty road. And in my entire meditation, observing the road and meditating there were two people in this time passing. Child was wearing a mask, and nobody passed 15 minutes before and 15 minutes after. Literally freedom to breathe fresh air in the village. We're living near the forest. Everywhere around is the forest. There are 2,000 people scattered here around in a big area that you could build a city on. And yes, you see people sometimes too much walking with a mask. Poor child. This is high-level sorcery. Take the freedom to breathe fresh air in nature away from children because their parents are so afraid. Turning them into traumatized, isolated machines. Be afraid of other children. A dream. These children would again play with each other on a field. This is destroying the children, traumatizing the children, taking the childhood away, taking them in separation from self and fear, and giving them artificial intelligence, phones. Dislocate them from their humanity, from other children. Be a slave, be a prisoner with a muzzle, so that when the day comes, they may naturally, as part of human nature, accept technology as part of their body. For they are programmed now against playing, against smiling, against playing with other children. Most basic, natural, human life is attacked. When you see a grown-ass man or grown-ass woman here in a village walking on the road with a mask, and nobody will walk 10 minutes for sure after him, you see, this is high-level sorcery. This is complete inverted reality. We are living next to the forest, and some people wearing masks outside. I saw on the balcony here in the building, the balcony was closed. Forest is near. Forest is near there. And she was with a mask, on a balcony, not a living soul miles in front of her and behind of her, only in houses. And the balcony was closed, and she was hanging close with a mask on. And people are looking like robots, like artificial intelligence, like cyborg with his mask on, like Darth Vader. And it's a psychological trick. And our government, they told us that it's good to wear a mask because psychologically tells you that you cannot speak with this person. Stay away. Psychologically, this is high-level sorcery. You see, literally some people here are so afraid that they live next to the forest. Fresh air that's coming out of the forest is dangerous, is hazardous. And they are wearing the mask on a balcony next to the forest. Afraid of other people, afraid of fresh air, and literally living in lungs. We are country, lungs. We are, half of the country is forest everywhere. And you have people here. They literally tell you now, they tell them. Other people are dangerous. Humanity is dangerous. If you sneeze, not... Achoo! Ah, bless you, no? For sneezing. Don't bless me for... that I need blessings, receive my blessings. But where did the time come when somebody sneezed? Bless you. No. Now, dangerous. Human nature. The most common. Flus, sneezing, colds. You have to be afraid of. Afraid of that. And that's fear. People are getting fevers, people are getting headaches, people are getting running nose, and people are afraid. And afraid of other people with the symptoms. It's hitting on something that is very common, always was and always is. shaking hands, respect, fair business, smiling, being with people, being united with people. When we are united, energy expands, light shines, fear is lost. Do not touch the other people. Be afraid of other people. Stay away. Be in fear. Be in fear. Fear the virus. Fear the virus. Fear the virus. Fear the virus. Fear is the virus. And people are looking like artificial intelligence with a mask. In the city, if you walk out without a mask, police can start shouting at you and all this stuff. And you are literally, they made everybody afraid to breathe. Anxiety, I can't breathe. And if you are living in a city, you literally feel that you cannot breathe. Because, why? Why? You are in the house and you want to go out in the city to breathe fresh air and have to wear a mask outside. And then if you're wearing no mask, you're afraid that something will happen. You will get 480 euro fine like is in this country. Turning people into criminals. Do not shake hands, do not trust people, stay away from people. Wear a mask like a bandit, be a slave, be a robot. And be afraid, you are a criminal if you breathe fresh air. You should not breathe fresh air, you understood? No breathing of fresh air. Basic human right. Fear engineering against human nature, and what this is doing to small children. And they have to have childhood in such a world. Destroying, traumatizing, destroying. High-level black sorcery. Destroying humanity on all levels with fears. These are high-level psychologists, sorcerers. They know what they're doing. And they're making other people, like Hitler was doing, to snitch on you. You don't wear a mask. He didn't wear a mask. He didn't wear a mask. They don't wear a mask. Call the police. Making people turn. Turning people into Agent Smith that actually support the system. They want to wear a mask and they are condemning everybody who doesn't wear a mask. They will call the police. And people are hanging out, having fun. They are criminals. Somebody may call. High-level sorcery, inverted reality. Whatever is good is presented as bad. Whatever is bad is presented as good. Masks will make you breathe your own toxins and your own bacteria even deeper in your lung. So your immune system has to fight the viruses and bacteria that you would not, and then you are more receptive for viruses to affect you. Produces anxiety, disinfection. If you don't come in contact with viruses, your immune system doesn't practice with opponents becomes weak. Then the weak opponents, if Tyson is not practicing, then the weak opponent can knock him down very easily. You get it? Disinfecting, always wearing a mask. You're not coming in contact with viruses and bacteria. And then your immune system was strong, fighting like Tyson every day. Now months and months, disinfection masks. Now weak opponent come and knocks out the immune system. You see, high-level sorcery. Their masks and their disinfection is making the shit worse. And quarantine, destroying the immune system, and then fear, and then viruses can attack you. The truth is that we need viruses to exercise, practice our immune system to be strong and fight all these things. And we need to breathe to get informed about the viruses that are in the environment, so our immune system get informed, builds up, strong. Fresh air, breathing deeply. You get oxygen. You lose fear. Fear, you are the antidote to everything what is not love. They want you to wear a mask, be afraid to breathe. In fear, the viruses can attack you. If you breathe deep, you would be the antidote. They want you to stay away from outside and like this. But on the fresh air, on the sun, viruses have no power, and no fear in breathing deeply. Literally, sun destroys viruses. And really to exercise your lung, to know how to breathe, to be master of breathing, master your breathing. My nose is little. You see? You see? And now gaslighting you. People think that masks will protect them, but especially here on the village, masks are destroying their health because they don't have fresh air, and there's no danger. There's no danger. No crowds. Nobody walking like this here. And it's a flu season, respiratory disease season, and there is very low number of deaths from flu, colds, from pneumonia, from all these diseases. People are no more dying. They're dying from COVID. And it's a flu season, respiratory disease season. The virologists were telling them that it will be in winter like this. It's a virus season. But now they are blaming the people for not wearing the masks, for not following the principles, the rules. But their rules and prevention measures actually quarantine, fear, disinfection, masks. It's cultivating and making the problem worse. And 5G, they're installing 5G so they can monitor the situation better, but actually the 5G is making the virus stronger and immune system and human system weaker, so the virus can attack stronger. Whatever they are doing to prevent and save you, protect you, it's always we want to destroy you, we want to enslave you, we want to control you. We want to keep you safe. I don't want to be safe. I want to be free. I don't want to be in prison. I want to be free. I want to breathe this air. breathing, and be free. When I want to save you, keep you safe, they want to lock you up. They want to keep you in prison. And they're proving to keep you in prison. You see what is here. They're telling people in the village, saving them and protecting them. And Mother Nature and freedom is to protect them. But they imprison you, lock you up here, lock people up, enslave them, and take their freedom to breathe air next to a fucking forest away. And some people are actually so much under the curse of black magic that it is scary. And now looking, this family is wearing masks and they are walking in the building with masks, and they are alone on the balcony. The daughter had masks. It was like seeing a robot. It was like seeing somebody who's completely under the spell of darkness, in that fear, doesn't know what they're doing next to the forest, having the mask on and hanging the clothes. Sorcery. Fresh air is hazardous and dangerous. You have to wear a mask in the village. They keep you safe. They lock you down, lock you up. You see, it's true. They say they keep you safe, but they lock you. When they say they keep you safe, they lock you up. You may ask yourself, why am I a criminal now? Why my rights and freedoms are taken away? What did I do? What did I do? Wake up, huh? Wake up call. And then you see another source of magic. It's flu season. And virologists were predicting this, and the other respiratory diseases are not killing people so much now. And our Prime Minister points the finger. You people for not wearing the mask, you are responsible for this situation now, which is the flu season. And it was predicted this to be like this. And now, everywhere you have to wear a mask. And I don't know, this can pass on human rights court in a country that had 2 million people and is mostly a village. You can understand in the cities, but even there, you have to really be in a crowd. You can avoid crowds very easily in our cities. You can always have 10 meters of space. And you see, people taking their right and freedom away, completely in their darkness under the spell, and now they are attacking and blaming those who breathe, turning people who are under the spell against the people who are free of the spell. So they're judging, accusing, attacking against somebody. People who want to be free and want to breathe fresh air. They are attacking them. Judging them. They're making the basic human right given by source taken away. and made it a crime to breathe fresh air outside on the open. I can wear a mask in a shop, in a business, inside. But Mother Nature do not belong to them, to the matrix. Open space, fresh air, your freedom, your human right that was given to you at birth by Mother Nature and belongs to all the children, that space, that open space. Outside, I'm not in no one else's energy but breathing air of Mother Gaia. But you see, some people here actually are so under the spell that they think that village, forest air is dangerous and the mask will protect them. It's not Hong Kong, it's not New York. You see, 20 minutes passed as 2 cars passed here. So you see, this is how it is here. And in the village, you can really see how this is really high-level dark sorcery. To destroy everything what human beings love. Loving each other, children playing, laughing with each other, being together. Their smiles, freedom, to be free, to breathe fresh air. Sorcery. But don't worry. Power has always been within you. The dark wizard, black magician has no power. These are illusions. These are tricks. If you follow that fear, you go in separation from self. Then you follow that fear. You find that fear. You go into that hell. Like these people, somebody who is next to the forest with a mask. You will follow that fear, you will accept that fear, it will destroy you. But the power has always been within you. Whatever you say no to, you don't do. Have no fear. In fear, you go in separation from self, in lowest vibration, in lowest timeline, and you create the reality that they want to see. Fear creates the reality of separation from self. Power to create is within you. Even when we are separated, when we are in lockdown. Work on yourself. Meditate that you are in alignment with yourself. You bring your unconscious to consciousness. Go deep within. In alignment with yourself, you are antidote to everything what is not love. Work on yourself so you release your fear, your guilt, your attachments, your mind, negative scenarios, and all this shit in your mind. You are the change that you want to see in this world. In alignment with yourself. We are one beyond time and space, united and one. Go in meditation in the moment. Do nothing for no one to achieve nothing. Just be now here. And observe the moment. Do nothing. I am you. You are that I am. We are that I am. No one can separate us. And we focus on good news. We spread good news. We are the good news. In alignment with ourselves. We are the highest vibrations. We are the change we want to see in this world. Truth, peace, love, happiness, joy, good news. We spread good news into the world. And in the highest vibration, consciousness creates reality. In fear, we create reality they want to see. In love, there's no fear. And we are antidote to everything what is not love. To everything what is not love. We are the antidote. To everything. It has no power. It has power only. We are in fear, in separation from ourselves. But in alignment with ourselves, we are the power of all powers, and no power has any power over us. Literally, they have no power. That's why they are so afraid. Fear is the only thing they have. They are afraid of human being. Because in love, in alignment with yourself, fear has no power. Darkness is transmuted, united with the light. They have no power. Only in fear, they can take you in separation from self. So you follow that fear, and vibration in fear. And in following fear, you create the hell that they want to see. But in love, actually, you tap into the highest timeline. Consciousness creates reality. Other people lose fear. Reality is transformed to the best timeline possible. People are losing fear. People are getting power. People are awakening. And literally, they have no power. Fear doesn't work in love. And they are afraid of your power. In fear, they can control you, take your power away. But when you have no fear, in alignment with your true self, you are the power. And darkness is transformed into light, united with light. Illuminated on the light. It has no power. They can only see how people are awakening and reality changing to heaven. Yes. You are here in forest, here in apartment, alone. You know, alignment with yourself, alignment with everyone that I am. By spreading vibration of love, consciousness of love. You tapping into highest timeline. And others around you, in that energy, they can get awakened to their soul. They see the ugly truth, deception, slavery, manipulation on the light. And they get awakened. And that's why they are so afraid of you, of your power. Because you literally transform hell into heaven. And when 1% of humanity's enlightenment, entire humanity awakens. And then we can only walk towards the promised land and build it together. No other way. And they are afraid. And they separated humanity with fear, with dark magic just for that. But listen, when we are separated, when you are afraid, you only realize that you have this moment now, and you sincerely meditate, you sincerely pray, you sincerely want to get rid of your fears, attachments, guilt for this hurting you so much more. You work on yourself, you sincerely work on yourself, sincerely want to get free, sincerely you call. And people get awakened. In that moment, they realize that the moment is the only thing they have. And they want to use that moment. Not to lose that moment. And they are sincerely seeking, crying, working on themselves. And in that moment, they can realize they are that moment. The moment is eternal. They are the eternal life in a moment. They can never die. People, light workers can get enlightened to realize in that moment, they only have that moment. They sincerely, in that moment, working on themselves, sincerely from the heart, calling. Sincerely working on themselves. Really being in a moment. They can realize the moment. Source that I am, eternal life, moment eternal, and you are that eternal moment. And you accept the moment as it is. You cannot change it. You release it. And you are the best that you can be in that moment. Doing the best that you can, focusing on the best. You don't try to change it if you cannot. You accept it. You can reach enlightenment. You can become Buddha. Really. You focus on yourself. To be in the moment. But you cannot change, you accept. But be your best self. With no resistance. you can realize the moment, your best self in that moment. You know, try to change what you cannot, you accept it, but you're your best self in what you cannot change. And reality can change. The power has always been within us, love. It is out of greatest darkness that comes brightest light. It shines, it shines, it shines. Darkness makes the brightest light to shine because it's pushed into darkness. Light workers realize they have to get sincere. They have only this moment and everything is collapsing. They are awakened to their soul and they sincerely use this moment to work on themselves and be in the moment, pray, meditate, and they can realize they are the eternal moment, eternal life, and rise as greatest masters to do greatest thing. And just by doing that, awakening others. And as 1% of us is enlightened in that eternal moment, being that eternal moment, being the eternal life source that I am, literally entire humanity awakens in heaven and on earth. We only have to walk towards it and build it. They have no power. And that's why they are afraid so much. And fear is the only thing they have. They have nothing else but fear. And they are afraid of you. Fear is the only thing they have. Fear takes you in separation from self. In fear they have power over you. For you are in separation from yourself. You are not yourself, separated from your power. You follow that fear, they control you. But when you lose fear, you follow love, you trust from the heart. You know? You follow love, you trust love, you choose love. You are in alignment with yourself, with power of no, all power. Fear has no power. All fears are dissolved. Darkness is illuminated on the light, united with the light. You literally transform heaven, hell into heaven, in being the power. And remember, in separation from yourself, in fear, powers that have no power have power over you. But in alignment with your true self, in love, you are the power of all powers, the antidote to everything what is not love. Not only illusions like viruses have no power over you, they are dead, but you are the antidote to everything what is not love, what is not aligned with the source. You are the source that I am. The power has always been within you. You are the magic of creation. This is really dark magic, high-level sorcery. But dark wizard has no power, has only fear and his illusions. It's just a fat idiot. Just a fat idiot, you know. Power has always been within you. In fear you create the world he wants to see, hell on earth. But in alignment with yourself, in love, in truth, you are the good news. And you literally transform this hell into heaven. They are afraid of you. Power has always been within you. I give you the word just for that. For you are the high-level sorcery. Wizard, not sorcery. You are the high-level wizardry. Magic of creation that turns hell into heaven in being your self-love. I give you my word. So we can bring heaven to earth. Rise as greatest masters out of fear, in love, in truth, in power. And do the greatest thing, what we love from the heart, and bring heaven to earth. Heal Mother Gaia's rivers, forests, and bring the unconscious shadow to consciousness. Heal it as we heal it in ourselves. As we heal our darkness, illuminate it in our light. Bring to light, illuminate it in the light. We heal this world, to bring heaven to this world. I give you my word just for that. Have no fear, for love you are now here. Love you are the antidote to everything what is not love. They have no power. So have no fear, love you are now here. And I give you my word just for that. Just for that. And if anybody wishes, like you want to offer a donation, like you want to offer support, do know, so welcome, so grateful, like a little baby child I am. I love you so much. Thank you. I shouldn't say this, but because then others say to me, and then I teach that love is free of guilt, free of suffering, free of blame, free of attachments and all this. And I don't like people resisting things too much. But I'm so grateful, and I cannot express the gratitude for your donation. Thank you. In giving we receive. You keep the art of the word that I am going. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you from the heart. There any blessing in my heart, let all go to you. All go to you. All go to you. May you be love, power, greater than I am, more powerful, more lovely, with even less fear. You be greater master as I am. And there's any blessing in my heart, they all go to you. I'm so grateful. I'll not chat with you. I'll not do comments and like this. I love peace to create. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just so grateful. I want to give you the best gift for your energy that I so appreciate. I give you my best energy. I'm silent. I don't say nothing to you. You say nothing to me. Just I keep my word always. I give you my word. I do quantum white light energy work, energy healing on you. I'm clairsentient enough, don't worry. Enough that I can feel things that others would not feel, even if you would throw it in their face. And you do many times and they don't. So I really focus on your being in PayPal, your email address. I focus on your being, it's enough. And I have to focus on your being free of all affliction. So don't worry that you don't tell me anything. The way I do it, I focus on your being free of all afflictions, and you can utilize my healing energy the best that you can. And you're not buying it. I just want to give you my best energy for your gift. But I'm a strong healer, powerful healing light. I'm not medical expert to give you advices and all this. Nah, I don't use messenger, I don't do things. But my healing energy is powerful as I am, power that I am. For sure, I've seen people who could not believe and nothing happened. But I've seen children, animals, and some people who had faith in themselves, work on themselves, and I've seen miracles. So what I'm telling you is that it works beyond time and space, and I focus on you being free of your affliction. My healing works on you as much as you work on yourself, as much as you have faith in yourself. I've seen people with minor problems, healing didn't help my healing. I've seen people with great problems and miracle happens. If you work on yourself, if you follow that fear, if you believe that fear, if you go in that fear, no one can heal you, no one can save you. You are going to destroy yourself, losing health, losing your soul, losing everything. But if you go away from that fear, you follow love, you follow good news, you meditate, you're in alignment with yourself, you heal yourself, you save yourself. I do only healing for every donation on you. And my healing works on you as much as you work on yourself. I give you my word that I do it. And everyone, have no fear. Have no fear. For love, you are now here. The antidote to everything what is not love is you. And the power has always been within you. In fear, they want you to create the hell they want to see. But in love, in alignment with yourself, you create. Heaven they want to see. High-level magic of creation is within you. So love now and have no fear. For love, you are now here. Purnamaste, I give you my word from the heart that I am. Everybody love now. Purnamaste.